Let's talk about word salad and why the narcissist loves to use it. But first, will you do me a favor and subscribe to my channel? That's how these videos are going to get in front of more of the people who really need to hear this information. I'm Victoria McCooey. I'm a narcissist divorce coach, a motivational speaker, and the creator of the Reclaim Your Power system. I help people every day who are right where you are, stuck in a toxic marriage to a narcissistic spouse, or already engaged in a contentious divorce from one. So what is word salad? So you know when you're in a conversation, which usually escalates into an argument when you're married to a narcissist, and you can't agree. Neither one of you is giving in. You're not coming to a conclusion, to an agreement, or one side says, okay, well, we'll do it your way, or whatever. That's never going to happen with a narcissist unless you're ready to back down or accept whatever they're saying as truth. It's going to go on and on and on. Do you know what I'm saying? It will just become circular, just around and around and around and around. So when they're out of arguments, when there's no more evidence, there's no more valid evidence into your argument to get you from point A to point B, they will use word salad, which means they're just throwing in anything and everything into this argument. So it's kind of funny if you're on the outside looking in. It wasn't funny when I was on the receiving end of it, that's for sure. But now I can find the humor in the ridiculous, the absurdity of it. They are just saying, oh, but what about that thing? Remember when you blah, 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 whatever you did 5 years ago, and when you said that, that's the reason that I'm doing this now. And here you are, a sane person, a non-disordered person, trying to connect the dots, because why else would somebody use this in an argument, right? So you're trying to understand, okay, well, how does that move this argument along? How does this prove their point? How does this convince me that they're onto something here? It makes no sense. But you're struggling to understand the thought process, but there is no thought process. It's just grasping at straws. So it's totally frustrating for us. We're trying to make sense of what they're saying, but there is no sense to what they're saying, and hence the word salad. They're just tossing in whatever comes to their mind, and you're going along for this crazy ride, a ride on the crazy train that never, ever ends. So what do normal people do under these circumstances? If two normal people, non-disordered people, are having a disagreement about something, they will say, okay, well, let's agree to disagree. You're not going to convince me. I'm not going to convince you. Let's agree to disagree, right? A narcissist cannot accept that. They have to have you on their side. They have to have you say, you're right, I'm wrong. There is no in between. It's part of that black and white thinking. You're with me or you're against me. They can't say, okay, well, you see it one way, I see it the other. No, it's their way or the highway. There is no other way. So they're going to stay at this and keep at it and use whatever nonsensical argument to try to convince you. And what it does actually is just wear you down to the point where you finally throw up your hands and you say, I cannot be part of this craziness anymore. I cannot stand here and listen to this circular argument anymore. And the second you do that, you know what the narcissist says? Oh, well, I win because you gave up. You gave up. You're conceding. So you're saying, I'm right. That is what they're going to say, which is so infuriating, right? But that is what word salad is. So look for word salad. If you're divorcing a narcissist, they will justify any of their actions. Anything they did was all because of something you did, and they will just make up things that provoked them. Oh, well, that time you did something, you said something that I didn't like back then. Well, that's why I had to do that. Well, you understand now, because now I'm justified in that, because that's how you provoked this. That's how it's your fault. Just know everything is going to be your fault, and you can't let that in. You can't internalize it, because just going around in circles, 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 circles. So that is just one of the crazy making behaviors of people who have narcissistic tendencies. Word salad. So is this you? Are you in this place? Are you trying to divorce a narcissistic partner and you're experiencing all these crazy making behaviors? If you would like some help, I would love to talk to you. You can book a session with me. There will be a link in the description below where you can get right on my calendar. Also, if you're in this beginning stage of figuring out that this is a toxic relationship and there is nothing you can do to fix this, and that you have to make some big, hard decisions, or maybe you've already come to the decision of leaving your marriage and you don't know how to take those first steps, then I have the perfect group program for you. It's called Narcissist Divorce Boot Camp. We meet once a week over the course of a month, and I give you everything you need to know to get through this with the least cost to you financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. We do all the things to help you have the stamina and the knowledge to get through this without getting sabotaged. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, check out the description below. There will be a link to the Narcissist Divorce Bootcamp page where you can find out when the next group starts. Did you find this information helpful? I hope you did. If you liked this video, will you please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I've linked a couple of other videos here that I think you might also like, so I hope I see you in the next video.